Hello, and welcome to Children and Electronics. I'm Liz Weaver of Learning Success, and I'll be your host for this exciting video series. This is an initiative to help you make smart choices around electronics for your children. Electronics are an integral part of our society, but they are also known to have many detrimental side effects and dangers. So, smart usage is important. In this video series, you will hear from educational professionals and parents alike, giving you a well-rounded perspective from a variety of viewpoints. In today's video, we have Leah Rimalay. Leah Rimalay is a dyslexic kid who grew up to be an international speaker and consultant dedicated to empowering others to live their best life. She is also the founder of the CEO Kid, an online academy that teaches kids timeless success principles through early entrepreneurial adventures. Leah is a wife and mom of 3 who happens to be obsessed with cheese boards, getting stamps on her passport, and impromptu kitchen dance parties. You can learn more about Leah at theceokid.com. And in her video, Leah points out that many adults don't know how to manage their own smartphone use. So how are the kids expected to be able to do so? Let's hear what she has to say.
50% of adults admit that they feel that they are addicted to their smartphones. Now, if 50% of adults feel this way, without question, kids and teens are feeling this even more so. We as the adults should know how to use social media and our smartphones with wisdom and make good habits, and yet most of us will freely admit we don't. And so if we don't know how to use our phones correctly, how are our kids gonna know? My name is Leah Rimalay. I am the founder of the CEO Kid, and I am a consultant and a strategist. And I wanna share with you not only the research that I've done in understanding how to make better habits with our smartphones, but also I wanna give you 5 strategies and habits that you can start to implement within your family, for your kids, even maybe for yourself, to help you better utilize your smartphone and make sure that you are using it in a way that helps you and empowers you and doesn't hold you back. Here's the thing, just because you have a smartphone doesn't make you smart. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about how this journey started. A few years ago, I decided to take a 7-day break from social media. I did this, I'm gonna admit, not for myself. I did it with a group of teenagers around the world, and I was doing it to support them. I wanted them to know that if you're willing to get off of your phone or off of social media for a week, I will do it with you. So that was the plan. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think it was going to affect me. I really only use social media for my business, so I thought this isn't really going to have much of an impact, but I wanna support them. I couldn't have been further from the truth. I could not believe how much better I felt throughout this week. And by the end, I felt more creative. I had more energy. I was getting so much more done. The list went on. Well, I shared this with a entrepreneur friend of mine and told her about the experience and the results. And she was so excited that she decided she was going to try it as well. And she would take a break for a week. Now, this is someone with a huge following, 85,000 plus followers. So I say that only because I want you to know that so often we might feel like, oh, but I can't do this. Anyone can take a break. So she went ahead, took a break as well, and again, was astonished by the results. One of the things that she shared with me was she was in the middle of regular life and thought, oh, this would be great for a story. I better stop, style it a little bit, and take a picture. And then she remembered, oh, I don't have to. I'm on a break. And she got to go right back into being present. Okay, so once we both finished this, we decided that we wanted to learn more. We wanted to get more information, and we wanted to figure out how we could utilize that information to help people have better habits with their smartphones. So that's exactly what we did. We put this out to our audience. We had so many people choose to participate, and they filled out a survey every single day of this social media detox so that we could better learn and understand how we were feeling because of social media and how we could better use social media. So here's what we found out after the week. 94% of our participants said that they felt more positive about life. Now contrast that with the rise in depression, anxiety, suicide among our teenagers. There is a direct correlation. 92% felt more engaged in their life. Contrast that with kids who are binge watching shows or YouTube and just allowing their phones to be a numbing device instead of going out and truly living. And 92% felt that their face-to-face relationships improved, with the key relationships being within the walls of their home. Now, as a parent of teens, I absolutely know that you would relate that we want to have these great, amazing relationships with our kids, and we know that time is running out. So understanding that social media is hindering our feelings of positivity, our engagement, our relationships, it helps us to better realize that we absolutely need to get a handle on this. We would not put our kids behind the wheel of a car and say, oh, hope it goes out well, okay, and not give them any training. And yet we hand them a smartphone that has access to the entire world with no training and just hope that it's gonna be okay. Too often it's not. We can do better. And when we have the knowledge, we can really make a difference. And that is what I hope I can help you with right now. So here are 5 strategies that you can start using right now that I really believe can help your family with smartphone usage so that it empowers us instead of derailing us. Okay, so the very first is to set phone-free zones in your home. In our home, this is bedrooms. So there are no phones in the bedrooms. They charge in the kitchen, and the kitchen table is a phone-free zone. When we're eating dinner together, no phones are at the table. That way we have places where everybody truly feels that they can connect. There's so much research coming out about teens saying, yeah, I think I have a problem with my phone, but so do my parents. So we want to make sure that we're both making the changes. This is something that we can do together. And really, that's going to be the secret to success with talking to your kids. When we say, hey, I believe in this. I believe this will help us. I believe it can help me. It can help you. I want the best for you. I believe in you. I trust you, but I don't want this phone to hurt you. When we can have those kind of conversations, we can really make positive changes. Okay, the second strategy is to turn off all notifications. Did you know that the companies who are utilizing notifications, many of them are hiring the same consultants that the Las Vegas casinos hire to get better and longer engagement on their gaming machines. That's right. The same people trying to get you to go cha-ching over and over and over are being hired to get you to stay on your phone longer and longer and longer. And they are successful. Every year, the amount of hours that we spend on our phones is increasing. The only way that we can counter this is to get smarter and more strategic. Okay, number 3. How can we get smarter and more strategic? Another way is to bury the apps that are the biggest distractions. So don't make them so easy to access. Often, our most distracting app is right there on the front home screen. Instead, pop those into folders and then place them further back down your swiping line. And I would even take this a step further, and about every 30 days, set an alarm that everybody goes in and changes the location of those apps. So that folder moves one more screen, because we actually get used to, and we train our minds to know, oh, now I know where it is, and go to it faster. One of the things that we found when we surveyed all of our participants is that, especially on day 1, how often participants were going to where the device normally was, and then the only reason they caught themselves was because that app icon wasn't there during that week. So if we can move them around, bury them, then we're going to help retrain our minds to not go there without thinking, thoughtlessly, where you just on habit. I mean, as adults, we've had the experience where we went onto our phone to do one thing, and then we're on something else, and we're like, wait, what was I supposed to do? This is absolutely happening to our teenagers as well. Okay, number 4, set timers. So, okay, You can be on social media apps right now, but you have this much time. One of the most beautiful things about this is just that it helps us to really become aware of how often we are spending so much more time than we meant to on our phones. So maybe they went in to use a social media app and they thought, oh, I've been on there 15, 20 minutes, and it's really been an hour. And the last thing is to make sure that we are using the downtime and the limits. So on our smartphones, we can set downtimes. We can set where, okay, this is where the phone shuts off for the night, and this is when it powers back on. This is when, I've reached my limits for these apps, and so the app is no longer available for the day. And you can set parental controls so that they can ask for more time if they need it. You can say yes or no. But by us being more involved with our kids' phones, we will be able to help them, empower them, and have real conversations so that they can feel better and do better and live better with this amazing technology we have that we do want to utilize without letting it take us down. I hope this has helped, and thank you for watching.
Thanks, Leah. Really good information. This video has been part of the Children and Electronics Initiative, an initiative to help you make smart choices around electronics for your children. We've created this because this is an important subject that can help you up your parenting game. Please make sure to share the video and to use the hashtag CAE so we can find you on social media. If you would like to be part of this initiative and share your story or expertise on the subject, you can get in touch with us by using the contact form at www.learningsuccesssystem.com and put CAE in the subject line. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing this video. In case no one else has told you yet today, you are an amazing parent. I appreciate you for showing up and doing the work it takes to embrace your child's brilliance and unleash their potential. I'm Liz Weaver of Learning Success, and I'll see you in the next video.